Yogyakarta, a city with its richness of culture and tradition and possession of long and impressive history. On the east side of Yogyakarta, at Adi Sucipto Air Force Base, there is a museum that keeps historical records of Indonesian aviation. Dirgantara Mandala Museum is the witness of Indonesian struggle against colonialism. It is a golden rotation of Indonesian Air Force struggle, works, spirit, and leadership tradition. History of Dirgantara Museum began with Indonesian Air Force Central Museum on Tanah Abang Street, Jakarta at April 4, 1969. It was inaugurated by Marshal of Indonesian Air Force Rusmin Nuryadin. Later, the Dirgantara Museum merged with Kesatrian Indonesian Air Force Academy Museum in Yogyakarta and inaugurated as Dirgantara Mandala Museum at July 29, 1974 by Marshal of Indonesian Air Force Ashadi Cahyadi. Because of the increasing amount of its collection, in 1984 the museum relocated by Marshal of Indonesian Air Force Soekardi to Adi Sucipto Air Base. Dirgantara Mandala Museum became the place of documenting legacy from Indonesian Air Force predecessors. It displays historical development of Indonesian aviation, appearing main room, chronology room, Air Force figures and uniform room, Kasau and Kotama collections room, Alutsista room, diorama room, diorama palapa room, theater and auditorium room, and aviation interest room. The collection it is own bring about Dirgantara Mandala Museum to be referred many times as a source of information and education. The history of Indonesian Air Force struggle is no way to forget the shutdown incident of Dakota VTCLA at Ngoto Village, Bantul Regency. The incident, at July 29, 1947, caused Air Commodore Agustinus Adi Sucipto and Air Commodore Dr. Abdurrahman Saleh died in battle. Later, the day is remembered as the Indonesian Air Force Devotion Commemoration. Early establishment of Indonesian Air Force reappeared by museum, marked by installation of Marshal Surya Dharma as Chief Commander of Indonesian Air Force at April 9, 1946. Maguwo Air Force Base, the Adi Sucipto Air Force Base nowadays, obviously very important within Indonesian Air Force history. The history began with People's Security Agency, or Badan Keamanan Rakyat, took over Air Force Base, aircraft, and facilities from Japan's army up to the first flight in the sky of freed Indonesia. Development and historical record of Prime Command are neatly compiled, consist of Indonesian Air Force Special Troops Corps, Indonesian Air Force Instruction School Command, Indonesian Air Force Academy, Indonesian Air Force Command Staff School, Indonesian Air Force Maintenance and Logistic Command, Indonesian Air Force Operation Commands, National Air Defense Command, and Register of Flight School Cadets since 1945. The school yields many leaders. The museum, which was once a sugar factory building during Dutch occupation, keeps a range of extraordinary collection that built by children of motherland, such as RIX aircraft, a single-engine light aircraft with single-seated and engined by Harley-Davidson. The aircraft was first created by native Indonesian in 1948. Kampret Glider, built by Engineering Aviation Academy in 1951. Nurtanio Aviation Industry Agency, or LIPNUR, constructed training aircraft LT-200 in 1974. And Galactic Aircraft, which plays role in agriculture research and development. And there are more of 36 collections of aircraft and main apparatus of defense system. Alutsista become attractive educational media, and they are contained with values of national history and education. Dirgantara Mandala Museum is not merely a storage for historical collections, but even more than that, the museum is a sign for the spirit of young generations to build the sense of belonging toward Indonesian sky.